Hey, what's up, guys? Mysterious here, and today I got a LeBlanc versus AHRI matchup guide for you guys. Alright, so let's get into this. First of all, the runes. When I'm playing against AHRI, I kinda always go for Electrocute with Ultimate Hunter because I like to have my ult up as much as possible. You can combine this with Inspiration, Resolve, and Sorcery. It's whatever you prefer. I like to go Resolve because of the unflinching. It really deals with it kind of deals with Ari's Charm and Everfrost, and also the Bone Plating, which allows you to take more favorable trade windows. And most Aris don't really expect that you take it, so you can get some nice advantages through it. So moving on to the items and summoner spells. I always start with Seapot. There's a lot of trading going on in the lane, and Seapot really manages to facilitate you trading as much as possible. After the first base, I like to go D-Ring, Dark Seal, and Boots if possible, especially the Holy Trinity of Seapot, Dark Seal, and Doran's Ring. It really strengthens your laning, and this gives you a lot of freedom to do what you want, and a lot of freedom to take the trades that you want to take. All right, so moving on, we got two boots and Lost Chapter here. I really like to go sorcery shoes always on LeBlanc. I think it works very well with what she wants to do and what her identity is. Although Mercs is still a very good option, especially if, for example, the enemy has AP jungle or a lot of AP damage threat in their comp. Mercs is a very good viable option. And when do I go Lost Chapter before Boots or Boots before Lost Chapter? In this case, specifically Sorcerer Shoes. I go these swords before Lost Chapter if the Ahri doesn't opt in for any resistances, because you got a lot of kill threat onto her then with the magic pen. And whenever she does opt in for some resistances, I tend to go for the Lost Chapter because it gives me a bit more wave clear and a bit more possibilities to play towards the side lane instead of only my lane. Then for the summoners, always go Flash. It's super good on LeBlanc. And 80% of the games into Ahri I go Ignite. Gives me way more pressure in the lane, a lot of kill pressure, way more opportunities where I can actually look for kills as well. And TP definitely isn't a bad option. It just makes sure you play the lane a bit different. If you're opting in for TP, that means you want to be a bit more efficient, play a bit more for CS, play a bit less for your lane, but more for your team. Although most of the time it's solo queues, so I really enjoy Ignite. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show a few examples and explain the details of the lane during these examples. So how do we actually play LeBlanc into Ahri in the lane? Considering the setup that we took with Electrocute and Bone Plating, we wanna time our trades around these two. Specifically Electrocute, our trades are super strong when we're able to proc Electrocute, and we can do that with auto attack Q, auto attack, or auto attack W, auto attack level 1. Our wave state is preferably somewhere around the middle, because if it's too far on Ahri's side, we don't really have the long lane to W onto her, get a chain onto her, and auto her down for first blood. But if it's too far on our side, we kind of struggle with getting the wave out back to her side. So in the middle is just perfectly fine for us. What we do is we put 2 points in Q on level 4, because usually we're gonna use our W to gap close into Ahri, and our main trading damage is from proccing the Q in combination with E. Why is that? Because Ahri can charm us while we W, and especially the higher you get, the better the Ahris get at reacting to your W, and it will cancel your jump, therefore kind of fuck up your trade. Alright, so level 1 and 3 are extremely in our favor. Ahri has not a whole lot of early base health, and we got a hell of a lot early base damage. So we should definitely use this to our advantage by playing super aggressive, taking trades whenever we feel like it, and flash on her whenever we see a kill opportunity. That's also what you'll see me do in most of these VODs. Level 1 to 3, especially when I get level 3, I just flash onto the Ahri to try to kill her. Most of the times they won't respect it, because the Ahris don't understand that they're on the kill range from somewhat like 80% of HP. It's very high. It's unbelievably high, and they will get surprised by it. This starts to fall off a bit after first base when Ari gets some more levels, some more HP. So especially in the early few levels, we really want to abuse her, and we can because we're a bit stronger, especially with the setup that we took. Also, if we're past the point of level 3, 4, usually our traits are centered around RE, and therefore fishing for E's is generally good into RE. Also, before level 6, Ahri has no real dashes or escapes. So with our gang setup, it's always good to call our jungler. What I do when the game starts is I'll just tell my jungler free kill pre-6, and usually they will at least respond or say what they're able to do. And especially if we keep the wave in the middle slash on our side, we can abuse the low mobility on Ahri. And if we're going post 6, we really want to use our R in the trades. Um, Best way is if we've landed a chain, because then we can get the maximum amount of damage. Because if we trade our R's with Ari, it's the hella worth for us, because that's our only mobility, and we got the W, so we have more AGC in the lane that way. When we play a LeBlanc into Ari matchup, like 80% of the initiative is on our side. We can decide what we want to do, if we want to trade, and we should use this to our advantage as well, especially with the mobility that we have. One thing that isn't to Ari's favor is she has shorter cooldowns. So we should really play around ours. If we don't have any cooldowns up, definitely be careful and back off a bit. Um, Also, what I said, trading R for R or flash for flash, it's super worth because we got more mobility, we got insane gang setup, and if we call our jungler, R is gonna be under a lot of pressure. So, what's important out of lane? In the side lane, as well, try to trade ults due to the cooldown difference. Um, Here as well, we have the possibility to initiate trades, and we should definitely use that because our trading is very strong, especially if we land our E. This matchup, once the levels start rolling, landing our E is crucial in the trades. So what should we be careful of Ahri? We should be careful of her canceling our dashes with either Everfrost or Charm, and therefore locking us up, or for her roaming and ganking our team. Especially when what Aris usually do is once they get 6, they go to bot lane and they kill your bot lane, get a double kill, and then it's gonna be a very hard game. So we either want to make sure that we got a lead onto them before that, or we want to match them, or at least make them lose something for the trade-off. Also, one more thing with Ari specifically, a bit later into the game, but we gotta care for her first item spike. She spikes sooner than us. Usually we tend to go for Ludens, while she goes for um, Everfrost. It's way cheaper, and it also is very good into our kit. So be careful of that. And to uh, return back to the early lane, usually Ari start with W, so we like to start with Q to not get into her range and get her a full W onto us. As we can see here, it's the point of view of the Ari victim, and as you can see, lane is going somewhat equal, trades are somewhat equal as well, but this is in our favor due to our massive amount of kill threat onto the Ari. And as we can see shortly, even while people kind of expect that you're gonna flash onto them and that they're in kill range, it's still super hard to really react to because it feels so unnatural at the amount of HP that you're at. And it's gonna get you a lot of free kills in the early lane, and it's gonna really make your life a hell of a lot easier on LeBlanc. Thank you for watching, guys. If you got any feedback or any comments, just let me know.